guys, it's Serene. We're here again for another episode of Serene Properties right here on Go Country 105. Don't forget, guys, if you have questions, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. If you have questions or something you need to know, you're like curious about, I don't know, anything, 1-800-440-7566. That's my number. Call me. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. It goes straight to my cell phone. So I actually answer the phone. Guys. I know it's not traditional, but I do it because that's how committed I am to my success and to your success. So anyways, 1-800-440-7566, or you can DM me on Instagram. You can hit up my YouTube. You can check out my podcast. I'm here for you. This week, what are we talking about? You got your real estate license. So now what? Now what you gonna do when it comes for you? You got your real estate license. Okay, good job. That was the easy part. Let me tell you something. You guys got your real estate license. I'm gonna be really frank here, and I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but if it does, I'm gonna apologize in advance. It's not hard to get your real estate license, guys. This isn't a 4-year degree. You didn't get your bachelor's degree. You don't have a master's degree. Can you stop acting like you're some kind of freaking gift from God? You're not. You have a real estate license. In order to get a real estate license, you need 9 units and you need to pass a test and a background check. This is why you need someone with experience. And this is why if you just got your license, you need to partner with someone with experience, because 85% of what they teach you on the test, you're never going to use, at least in the state of California. I mean, they're teaching you about meets and bounds and blah, 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 blah. Okay, do I remember that an acre has 43,560 square feet? I think that's exactly what it was. But an acre has approximately that many square feet. That's the only thing I remember, you guys. The only thing from that test that I remember. So you got your license, you passed the test. I do congratulate you, because I know there are people out there that have had to take the test multiple times, and I give you the utmost respect for sticking it out and going and taking it again, because I also know that like not everyone's good at taking tests, right? I have a daughter who's 17 who is terrible at taking tests. So I get it in the respect that like you might have had to take it a few times, but once you take the test and you pass and now you're a real estate agent, this is where it really starts. Like this is where it's hard. So in my opinion, the test compared to the job is easy. So what do? Now you got your test, now you got your license. Well, that's great if you want to buy your own house or sell your own house. But I will tell you that no brokerage is going to legitimately take you if you got your license just so that you can buy or sell your own house. They will actually require you to sell maybe 6 houses or so before you can buy or sell your own without having to pay a cut to the office. And that varies by offices, but they're going to require that you have some kind of sales experience. So if you went and got your license for the intention of, oh, I'm going to buy and sell my own house because I'm going to save that money, well, respect. But you still have to be licensed with the brokerage. So the first thing you need to do is you need to find the right brokerage. Because unless you're a broker, you need to hang your license, is what it's called, under a brokerage. And the brokerage is going to basically take the liability for your mistakes. And if you go to court, your brokerage is going to go to court with you. When you get a listing, the brokerage is who holds the listing. You're going to find a brokerage that you feel has your back the best. I personally am with Keller Williams, and I will tell you why. Keller Williams, and I don't want to plug them as much as I like to plug myself. I know that sounds terrible, but I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to Keller Williams, because they are the #1 training company in the world, you guys. And that's Forbes. That's coming from Forbes. #1 training company in the world across all segments. We're not talking about just like real estate. We're talking about all industries. #1 training company in the world. When I first started with KW, they gave me so much information. Like it was like drinking water from a fire hose. But I will tell you that everything and anything that you want to know or how to do, KW has a platform that you can go to and find out that information. Like specifically. Not only will they give you that information, but they'll also give you a bunch of like templates and different types of like things that you can make your own, but they'll give you the groundwork. Like, Here's your listing presentation. Here's your buyer's consultation. Here's how you do this. Here's how you do that, right? So shout out to KW. We love you. We're also the biggest real estate company worldwide. So we have more agents. What does that mean for you as an agent? It means more networking, more connections. Because as a new agent, did you know that you can actually make money from referring people to other states, other areas? And in our next segment, we're going to be talking about the great exodus out of California. How important is it for you to know agents in other states? It's important, right? It's important for you to have those partnerships, because guess what? All you have to do is refer them over there, and they just have to have, you have to refer them, and they have to be good people. Obviously, you have to refer to a great agent, but you can serve your clients in a whole different way, right? You can sell their house here and then refer them to an agent in Arizona, for example, who's gonna like knock it out of the park for them, get them the best deal, etc., and make 25% for passing along the name. So you're a new agent, FYI, you can make money off referral fees. I kind of digressed, but I did want to tell you about our next segment, which is going to be the exodus out of California. So we'll talk about that. So next Sunday, 8 a.m., Go Country 105. If you cannot wait to hear about the exodus out of California, you know what you need to do? You need to get on your phone right now, and you need to call 1-800-440-7566 and give me a call, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm happy to talk to you about it before it goes on the radio. No problem. I'm not worried. Okay. So you found a brokerage. You're a new agent. You found a brokerage you like. Maybe it's KW, maybe it's not. The other thing about KW, besides the fact that they are worldwide, besides the fact that they're the #1 brokerage, besides the fact that they're the #1 training company, is that you cap. So if you're hardcore, if you're a bad, you know what, guess what? This is where you want to be. Let me define the cap. So when you are at a brokerage, you're a new agent, you're at a brokerage, and all you guys out there listening who are thinking of selling your homes or thinking that we charge too much, or I don't know what you're thinking, but you pay us a commission. But just know that a portion of that commission goes to our brokerage. It doesn't 100% come to our pocket. It goes to our brokerage. It goes to our car insurance. It goes to our health insurance. It goes to expenses that we spent on marketing your house. It goes to gas. It goes to we're independent contractors. We don't have vacation time. All these things that you may or may not have from a company that provides you with such, agents don't have that. We're on our own, right? Unless we get paid, we don't have anything. We don't have a place to live. We don't have health insurance. We don't have anything. So unless we close a deal, we don't have anything. So as a new agent, not to get too far off topic, but another tip is make sure that you have some savings in the bank to get you through at the beginning, because at the beginning it's pretty rough. So don't expect to make money in the first 30 days. If you do, you're lucky, but if you don't, it's a blessing, because that's going to make you a better agent. So once you choose a brokerage, if you choose KW, they have a capping system, which means after you've paid a certain amount to the brokerage, you cap. You don't pay any more. And it's based off your geographical location. So the cap varies by geographical location. And why is that? Because geographical locations will determine price points. And so they're not going to like screw you and say, okay, well, you're in this area, so you have to pay this much, but this guy in this area where the price point is higher has to pay the same. So KW is legit in that sense. They also have a good training. So anyways, the other thing they do is they're really focused on the agent and their business. They're not focused on promoting KW. You're not going to find a KW logo on a NASCAR. You're not going to find a KW logo on a commercial. They are agent focused. So they're very, very, very specific in you building your business, and they're invested in you being successful, which is what I do. I basically took their same model, built a team, 1-800-440-7566 if you're thinking of joining the team, built a team, and basically followed that same model. So you found a brokerage, you're a new agent. What do you do? It's tough. Like anybody it's starting a new business, right? Like these people are entrepreneurs, they're small business owners. Real estate agents, can you guys show some respect to these agents? They are small business owners. I know you guys respect small business owners. I know you guys respect all this. And you like, this is what fuels our economy. And real estate agents are small business owners. In order to get business though, as a new agent, it is tough. So here's some tips. The first thing I tell my agents to do is to take out their phone and to go through their contacts and to look and see through every contact in their phone if it's organized. Let's just start there. Let's start with the organization. So are your contacts, do you have a first name? Do you have a last name? Do you have an email address? And do you know where they live? If you don't know those things, great, because you're a new agent, right? That gives you a reason to pick up the phone and call them and tell them, hey, how's it going? It's Serene. Just wanted to check in and say hi and let you know that I'm super excited, and you may or may not have heard from my social media posts, because you guys were smart and posted everything on social media. I am new in real estate and I really, really need your help. I am looking to build my business and I want to know, who do you know who's looking to buy or sell real estate in the next 30 days? And then you shut up. You don't say anything after that. You be quiet. Because, second pro tip, silence is like one of the best negotiating skills you can ever have, okay? It's very simple, but it's very effective. So you're gonna be quiet, and you're gonna wait, and you're gonna see what they say. And if they say, no, I don't know anybody right now, that's okay. But I really do wanna update my phone. I'm in real estate now, I'm planning on sending you cards for your birthday, I'm gonna send you stuff for your anniversary. I'm gonna be fully invested in you. Which you should have been doing already, by the way. Humans out there in general, people like to receive cards. They like to know that you remember them on their birthday. And when you just say happy birthday on Facebook, it's not very meaningful and it's kind of whack. Send them a freaking card, guys. If you care about somebody, send them a card. People love to receive cards in the mail. I know that even when I get a Christmas card 6 months late, I'm happy, okay? Because I know you were thinking about me. You were thinking about me enough to put a stamp on something and put it in the mail. And how hard is that? It's not hard, but nobody does it anymore. So if you want something to set you apart from other agents, send a personal letter, a personal card, a thank you, whatever. And the second thing is, pick up the phone. Don't hide behind your text messages. Don't hide behind your emails. Don't hide behind your Instagram. Don't hide behind your Facebook. Pick up the phone and let people know how you feel about them, and let people know that you're updating your database, because you're going to be sending them cards for their birthday and you need their correct address. And just that call, that little, you're putting a seed in their mind, hey, I'm in real estate. People want to work with people that they know, like, and trust, okay? Can people know, like, and trust you? Before you even get your license, why don't you ask yourself that? Do people like you? Do people trust you? Are you a person who can be trusted? Because if you're not, you're in the wrong business, first of all. Second of all, if you are, thank you. My number is 1-800-440-7566. I'm looking for people I can trust all the time, because I'm sure all of you guys know, not everybody's trustworthy. So we've run into these people. We know who they are. They're on the list. I get kind of passionate about this stuff because I work with agents on a daily basis, other agents in the business, and I deal with a lot of people who I don't know, like, or trust. And they are shady and they're not having their client's best interest at mind. And it drives me insane, because this is what we're here for. This is why I love this business. This is what we're supposed to do. So the very best advice I can give you as a new agent is to come from your heart, come from contribution, help people, go out there and be real with people. Do not try to be this agent, this person, this personality, this I'm so great and I had to go buy a Range Rover to feel like you like to have this look that, don't do that. Do not overextend your expenses, because trust me, you're going to pay, okay? You're new, you're going to pay. You're going to have expenses. You need to have some savings in the bank. The second thing I would say, or the third or fourth or whatever I'm on, you need a mentor. You need either a mentor, you need to join a team, you need somebody who's going to walk you through this process, because if you do not get a mentor and you go out there and start working with clients without somebody who's showing you the light and showing you the way and teaching you the right way to do it, you're doing your clients a major disservice. And that's not cool. And that's not a way to earn more business. The best way to earn more business is to do the best thing for your clients. So if you don't know the answer to a question, what you say is, you know what, that's a great question. I'm gonna have to get back to you. And you call your mentor. They don't have to know that you have a mentor. They don't have to know that. But what they do need to know is that you have their best interest at heart and that you have their back. And that's gonna go so far. I can't tell you how far that's gonna go. I don't care if you don't even know how to freaking write or read. If the client feels like you have their best interest at heart, you are gonna be a great agent. All of you are gonna be great. I know it. I'm gonna give you that positive affirmation right now. But please, 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 please have people's best interest at heart. Please go out there with a positive attitude. Please go out there with a like a good intention. Because I can give you a million tips. But this is the most crucial, most important thing that I will ever tell you, is to just be a good human. Like, everything after that is up to you, but like, if you be a good human, everything else is negotiable. Like, people will work with you because they will smell your BS. Can I say that on the radio? Your BS. They will smell your BS a million miles away. They will smell it. Trust me. I've gone and gotten plenty of deals from people who hired me opposed to somebody else because they smelled it. So please. Okay, I'm being intense now. But anyways, so I'm going to go to a voicemail. If you have a voicemail, if you have something you want to know, I need you to call me. 1-800-440-7566. Again, that's 1-800-440-7566. I'll say it again. I'm cool. Slide into my DMs. Don't say anything stupid, but slide into my DMs. I respond, guys. Email me. Go to my website. I respond. This is what my dating profile says. I'm the type of texter who responds. Anyways, that's TMI. Voicemail time. We got a voicemail from, let's see, which one do we want to talk about? One of these questions is very similar to the one we had last week. I'm going to just like do a little recap on that, just so you guys kind of like, if in case you couldn't tune in last week. But Jada from Norwalk asked me, she says, right before I closed and took occupancy of my home, there was a break-in and the home was vandalized. The owners don't want to repaint the walls. Now, last week we had a question that was very similar. It was after I bought the house, the tenant that was still in occupancy filled the sink and flooded the house. This is a very similar question. If you closed escrow and now somebody broke into your home, that's your home. The seller is no longer in the picture. The seller cannot be responsible for some random breaking into your house. I would love for you to be able to go back and make it someone else's problem, but it's not. So Jada, if you closed escrow and they broke in, then that's your issue. If you did not close escrow and this person broke in and vandalized the property prior to the close of escrow, that is the seller's responsibility. Okay? If you went ahead and closed escrow anyways, knowing that there was vandalism of the property, that's on you and you had a bad agent. Your agent should have stopped you from closing escrow. They should have held up funding. They should have held up everything until the issue was repaired and taken care of. And then you can close escrow. If it happened before. If it happened after, that's it. I mean, you knew, there's no way that the seller could have ever anticipated that someone would break into the house. Second question from Alma in Northridge. Okay, Alma. She's asking, do construction loans still exist and how difficult is it to get one? Yes, they do, and I have gotten them myself actually. Me and my partner Jordan, who was on the last show, got a construction loan together, and if you didn't hear the last show, you need to tune in, and also to the one before that, go to my page, CYRENE Properties, just like the jingle, but I can't sing. So we were talking about this on the last one. So when you do a flip, or like if you're gonna fix up a house, let's say that you get typically it's partnered with a hard money loan. So you're gonna get your hard money loan to buy the house, and then you're gonna get a construction loan. When you get a construction loan, this is like a whole segment. So, but I'm gonna try to summarize. So if you get a construction loan, basically you have to submit a budget, you have to have a contractor, you have to know what you're doing. you have to have it all together before you can actually ask the lender for this loan. So you have to have a budget. Then the lender they'll either approve or deny the loan, but what they'll do is they'll go out and do an appraisal, and they'll do an as-is appraisal and an ARV appraisal. What an ARV appraisal means is after repair value or something like that. So they're gonna come out and they're gonna say, okay, right now the house is worth X. Well, after it's constructed and finished, it's worth Y. You're asking for Z in construction amounts, and you want a loan for whatever, right? So you're saying, I need a loan for $200,000. They go out there and assess that the property will actually be worth the extra $200,000 when you're done finishing it, and then they may or may not approve your construction loan based on your own personal profile. But if you need a construction loan, 1-800-440-7566. I got a great hookup for you. But it's not horribly difficult. You just need to do it right. Like if you're not sure, call me. I'll help you. But it's not horribly difficult. You just need to make sure you submit the right information and have the right contractor. And the house needs to be worth the amount that it will be worth once it's constructed. If that makes sense. So you can ask for a $6 million construction loan on a house that's only worth $1 million. If that makes sense. So Alma, I hope that answered your question. If it does not, give me a call back and I will be happy to clarify some more. All right, back to New Agent 101. You know what I really like to know, honestly, is how many new agents are actually listening to this program. Can you guys I would love some feedback because it will help me give you guys the best possible information, the best show possible. So I want to know who is listening to this show right now, who is a real estate agent. Can you guys DM me? Can you just give me a like anything, 2 seconds? Go on your phone, let me know who is out there that's a real estate agent who's listening, because I hope I'm not boring everyone else. You got your license, you got a mentor, you joined a team, you found a brokerage, you went through your phone, you called everybody in your phone and you told them you're an agent and that you really need their help getting business. I know that sounds really challenging and scary, asking for help. It was scary for me too. But I will tell you guys, people want to help. People that know, like, and trust you genuinely want to help you. The human nature is to want to help other people. So as long as you're not a serial killer, which I hope you guys don't know those people and aren't asking them for business, but as long as the people that you know are not completely off the wall, they will want to help you. So what you need to do is you need to ask for help. You need to say, look, I started this new business. I'm selling real estate. I need your help. Who do you know who wants to buy or sell? And if no one you know wants to do anything, and if no one you know cares, and no one gives enough of whatever about you to help you in this journey, you're also gonna do a few other things. You're gonna make sure that you have social media accounts. If you're a new agent, you don't have social media accounts, you're way behind the 8 ball. You should at least have a Facebook and an Instagram account. And you need to be posting on there regularly. You need to be posting on there at least once a day. If you're not posting, and I'm not talking about just stories, I'm talking about your stories, your posts, and you need to be posting kind of different content between your Instagram and your Facebook and your LinkedIn. You can't post exactly the same thing on every single platform because people are gonna get bored, they're gonna check out. And also the rule is 5 to 1, okay? So let's say, for example, you're posting on your personal Facebook page. You should have 5 personal posts to 1 business post. Nobody wants to see your business post on every single time that you post because you need engagement too, right? This is a whole nother show. This is an entirely different show. But be smart about your social media because it is everything right now. After the pandemic, after all this stuff, look, in 2019, 22% of my business came from open houses. Why? Because I was face to face with the people, I was engaging, I was cool, they could see that I did way more for that open house than anyone else, okay? I can't do that anymore. Open houses are back now, but for a year and a half, I couldn't do an open house, guys. So now a lot of things shifted to online, right? You're on Zoom calls, you're on all these things. You need to be on social media and you need to be promoting positive content. You need to be coming from contribution, that first thing I told you to do. When you're posting on social media, think about that contribution. What are you gonna post that people are gonna feel like they got something from? How are you gonna help others with your social media? And then you do that. And it doesn't have to be real estate specific, guys. This is the beauty. It doesn't have to be real estate specific. You can be helping people with like dog shelters. You can be helping people with cooking classes. You can be helping people with like tutoring after school. The whole point is that you're helping others, and it will all tie back into the fact that you're in real estate, and you're always going to tell people that's what you're doing, because if you don't, then you're not being a very good new agent. You need to let people know. There's a saying. Don't be a secret agent. You're not James Bond. This isn't 007. Open your mouth, let people know what you do, or they're not going to work with you, period. You're going to be sad when your grandma lists with somebody else because she was the neighborhood realtor and sent her a postcard every month and put some freaking what are those things? The notepads on the door. You're going to be upset. Why? And it's going to be your own fault because you never told your grandma you were a real estate agent. You just assume that because you have your license now, everybody in your family and everybody you know and love is going to just work with you. It doesn't work like that at all, ever. So, anyways, I'm also a coach. 1-800-440-7566. If you need a coach, you want to join a team, you're thinking of like, you know what, I really need to get my business to the next level, you need to call me. I'm going to help you. I love you and I'm going to help you and I want to see you succeed, and that makes me happy. That's what makes me feel good about what I do. So I'm being flagged from my lovely, beautiful double blonde producers that it's time for me to wrap up. But this is what I really, like from my heart, you guys, this is the most rewarding job I've ever had. I worked with special needs kids for a long time and it was extremely rewarding, but I can tell you this is more rewarding for me. So if you're out there and this is your passion, I would highly encourage you to just really go out there and give it your all. It's a beautiful thing. You're amazing. You're going to kill it. You got to have your affirmations. Get up in the morning, do some jumping jacks, and go out there and make $1 million. And before you do, contact Serene Properties. 1-800-440-7566. I will see you guys next Sunday at 8 a.m. on Go Country 105. We're going to be talking about the mass exodus out of California. I know you guys are talking about it. You've seen it on TV. You heard it on the radio. Now you're going to hear it from me firsthand, what's going on with my clients and why they're moving. All right. Love you guys. Make it a great day.